There we go. Alright, there we go. Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome to Tabletop Tuesday, where we basically talk about nerdy shit, D&D, tabletop gaming. You guys ask questions, we try to answer them to the best of our ability, and we also have, if nobody has any questions, we have the wheel of random topics we can go to. But before we get too far into anything, we got a few announcements to get through. One, we have our sponsors, alright? Sponsor number one is our first sponsor, Shock by Gaming Service. And I should probably kill the music. Alright. What's going on, my guy? I hope your day is going well. Yeah, it's going great, thank you. Oh, and by the way, welcome off. Got something like things are like all latched in together and stuff. It's really annoying. Welcome, Soul Taker, to the tavern. Grab yourself a mug of ale, pull up a chair, have fun. Don't fireball my goddamn tavern. Alright, so into the sponsors. Shock by Gaming Servers, if you check them out, there's a link down below. Their servers start as low as $2.50 a month, and they go up from there all the way up to I think it's like $600 a year or something is what I paid for a Minecraft server. But that was like a ton of gigs. They, like I just mentioned, they host Minecraft. They can do Ark Survival Evolved for us, Terraria, Valheim, 7 Days to Die, Garry's Mod, Team Fortress 2. I know they're working on Arma 3. Last time I checked, I'm going to be checking actually here in the next week or so, just to be sure. So check them out. They're really good. They have like 99% uptime. You can set when your servers reload themselves every day, so you can pick a time that no one's going to be on it. They're really good about getting back to you within less than 24 hours. I've had really good interactions with them. I mean, and yeah, they're like any other server service. There's going to be a glitch or two here and there, but I've very rarely had issues that are lasted long term. So I'd highly recommend it. Number two is W Energy Drinks. Now, while I cannot have caffeine because it triggers my migraines, I have been told by a multitude of people who actually have consumed their substances that in their powder, with you mix it in with water, all that jazz, that they taste really good, and they constantly fly off the shelves. From what I've seen on their website, they are almost always sold out on almost everything. So I would check them out. If you use the code RubyMadHatter, you get 10% off all purchases. Third announcement is the art list. There you go. These are 3 artists that can really use your commissions. They do great work. I check him heavily out. Like Yamek Arts, I'm totally using him for my book for character drawings. Broken Looney is really good for like graphical design, kind of gothic-y stuff. So I would check that out. And then Art Gallery's got some pretty good basic stuff that I would really recommend if you had just a simple art project you needed done. So check those 3 out. They could always use your help. Other than that, there's also our commands list. Let me give that. Boom. Those are all the commands we have for our channel. Alright, ranging from art list, which is what I just posted. Dead is how many times I've died, and it keeps track of that for us. Discord, if you want to join my Discord, because we make updates there, invite people to various game projects that I'm working on. Whatever it happens to be. Sure, I'll allow it for now. Though I didn't want to add the whole term. Okay, well, shit. Someone made a message and I was like, shit. Then it added it as a permanent term. Whoops.
Yeah, I saw that message pop up and I was like, I don't know if I should allow or deny that, and then you had allowed it and I was like, okay.
That was Marsh.
I have good news. I apparently can reach the Minecraft server.
Awesome. So you're in it.
I am connecting now.
Awesome. So we fixed it finally. Cool. So there is that. Also, fun other commands. There's a link on owned games. It's the list of games that I own. So, and it's a long list. So that's mainly for Wildcard Wednesday, which we are bringing back tomorrow. So huzzah! Your stream name is still Multiplayer Monday, by the way. I hit done.
Ah, there it is.
Okay.
Now my sister can't bitch at me.
That's weird. It shouldn't have been that, but okay. I guess OBS was having an off day. Alright. Other fun things. You can call the guards. You can fireball my tavern, which I really, really hope people stop doing that.
Welcome, traveler.
Thank you, Callum, for joining the tavern. Grab yourself a mug of ale, pull up a chair, have fun, and don't fireball my goddamn tavern. Squidgy's like looking forward to tomorrow. Yes, it's more Dragon Age. The voice you're hearing, by the way, on the other side is my partner in crime, CandidGamera.
Howdy, howdy.
Yep. I'm in the process, by the way, still trying to get a hold of that artist for commission to do the VTube avatar.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. Oh, you're here. Awesome. Let me teleport you to the workshop and go from there. And let me transition to Minecraft. Did you forget I had a fireball gun? You can't tell me not to use fireball. I can tell you not to use fireball, bitch. It's my goddamn.
He can tell
fireball.
you. You don't have to listen.
Teleport. CandidGamera. Oh, god damn it. I hate it when it does this because this new setup is just so messed up.
Tab autocomplete.
And it's messing with me every freaking time I... It's gonna piss me off.
Is it not TPA anymore?
There is TPA,
Hmm.
but that's for you to come here, I think.
Ah.
Isn't it? TPA. CandidGamera? No, that's not what I want.
I'm here.
Yeah, you teleported to me.
Oh, I teleported you to... Ah, I see.
Yeah, we gotta teleport you to me. So you need to do...
Little teleportation accident.
Yeah. Alright, you're also that. Do TP Candid Ruby. Alright. I hate this new one. There you go.
Yay!
Alright.
You might also want to add me to your FTB Quests team.
Oh, yeah. Where is that? I have to open the quest book, don't I?
I don't know if you have to open a quest, but if you open your inventory, you should see it up in the upper left, like there's a FTB teams menu, like for claiming chunks and stuff.
Give me a second. Game mode. Survivor. No, not Spectre. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I swear to the gods. Alright, say upper left. There's my team.
Yeah, like when you open an inventory, it brings up there's a little set of buttons in the upper left, like for like claiming chunks. Like,
Alright, admin team. Boom. Fix that.
Sweet.
Alright. So this is the workshop.
okay.
It is, if you go this way, this is the exit door over here.
Whee!
Or at least one of the exit doors.
Okay. Wow, you've built a whole thing.
Yeah, I have surrounded this entire area with a wooden wall.
Okay.
Because there's an easy way to mass produce wood.
Okay. Like the bonsai pots, maybe?
Yep, the bonsai pots.
Okay.
And over here is our more guarded exit, complete with a little bridge.
Okay, yeah. This is one of the natural wooden bridges that you fixed up, and
Yep. Took me a little while to fix it.
I do like the bridges that they do in this pack.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. I built this whole bridge by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. But I took inspiration from the natural bridges.
Right.
There's the mine. And there's a giant-ass cave down there, eventually.
Okay.
Worm bin. We have our bamboo forest.
Yeah.
Um, and then over there, oh, be careful about the crevice.
Yeah.
The crevasse. Smurfing and lurking. Thank you, Valentine Everlight. We appreciate that. This is another one of those natural bridges. I have not completely fixed it yet.
Sure.
But I've fixed it enough that we can cross it.
Just watch for any little gaps.
Although there's no gaps on the walkway.
God. Okay.
So there's that area. That's a dungeon back there.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's the shed and a redonkulous amount of food.
Cool.
And I planted some trees, but we don't really need them. But they're there for the bees.
Okay.
But if you need them, you can chop them down. But yeah, we got a bonsai pot with oak and one with spruce.
Okay. And do they like auto output? How does the output work? Because I haven't messed with them yet.
All right. So there's if you right click on them, you'll see a little icon that has a tree, like a little axe. If you have an axe in your inventory, you click on that, it'll use the axe.
Okay.
But if you put axes in those 4 squares under the percentile,
Yep.
it'll automatically harvest and put them in the 6 squares to the right.
Okay.
Until the axes are used up.
Or the inventory output is full, presumably.
Yeah. And we have all these drawers up here.
Cool.
I've made this thus far.
Yeah.
In here we have a bunch of barrels. And so there's a variety of things in all these dang barrels. Oh, I DM'd you the question. Okay. We have a question. We have a D&D question.
Ooh, question.
All right. So my Pathfinder game, I am playing a human artificer and have just reached level 7 and got a cohort. I am planning on using a Kitsune sorcerer. Their main use will be to upkeep the base and also be used in material gathering. Our DM makes us go out and get iron, steel, gold, etc. for what we're doing. Okay. So what is the question then? Like, how would we build the Kitsune sorcerer? How would we gather the materials? Like, what are we aiming for here?
Yes.
And I gotta go finish the wall.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, I'm going to be customizing my controls so that they are how I like them.
That's fair. Because I'm customizing the wall, 1, to look pretty, and 2, to keep the spiders out.
The spiders.
Yeah, how should I build them? What spells, what feats, what traits?
I presume this is, what, 5th edition?
No, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. Okay.
I love you.
You're still not even close to done.
No, this is what was in front of the yarn bot case.
Yeah, I know.
I'm probably not moving the fabric tonight.
Just move what you can and...
Can you move the printer? Or please shove the printer under your desk so I can put something in that corner?
Give me a second, I gotta move a printer.
Sure. But yeah, I would say that in Pathfinder First Edition, your key spells are. It kind of depends on what you want to do as a sorcerer, but you've got some classics.
All right. It's not.
And I would say that like you want mage armor. It's just too good.
That's true. But you're also building a secondary cohort with the goal of controlling and manipulating resources.
Sure.
So with followers, I would use experts.
Okay, so you want to talk about that stuff before we get into like the character.
Oh, no, I'm just mentioning that for now. I'll go into the followers more in detail in a minute. I just want to say the followers are going to be experts, which means when you do your sorcerer, you mentioned mage armor. I caught that part.
Yeah.
Mage armor is good. They are not going to be a combat cohort, purely adventuring, researching, gathering. Right, but mage armor is still useful for gathering resources.
Yeah, you want to be alive when you finish gathering resources. That's the thing.
Because your DM may send them into dangerous areas, and if they don't have any combat abilities, you may be dealing with some trouble. So, my recommendation is at least have mage armor, and I'd say Magic Missile.
Magic Missile is your good utilitarian combat spell. If you're... Yeah, I would say that there's nothing that I would take over it necessarily. What else would I necessarily recommend?
Charm Person and Hold Person.
If you're going to be... If it's a wilderness game, maybe not. But if you're going to be dealing with like other folks, then yeah, Charm Person and Hold Person are great. Trying to think what else I might recommend for like... just general resource gathering. You're going to want things that enhance your ability to move faster. So, things like Expeditious Retreat.
That's a very good option.
Just covering more ground faster.
Also, make sure that they have good skills in Appraise.
Yeah. You'll either you or one of your cohorts should be able to do the appraise thing reliably.
Yeah. Another good level 1 spell to pick up, especially for a non-combat cohort, Identify. Because that gives you all the details of the object you're interacting with, whether it's magical or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps a lot. Oh yeah, I need to get into the house. Because we both have to sleep.
So you get Charm Person just as a extra little bonus there.
Yeah, that's true. I also have 2 blood wine powers to distribute. Oh yeah, your blood wine. Oh boy. The Kitsune blood wine is a good one for what you're aiming for.
The bed put me off on the side underneath the barrel, and I can't get out.
Well,
I'm gonna have to break the bed.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, we could always put the bed outside too.
No, it's fine for now. I was just amused by it.
Okay.
Let's see. That'll do. Yes. I assume you don't mind if I grab some equipment.
Oh no, have at it. That's what I found from exploring to find this place and other things, thanks to the treasure chests.
So many barrels. Yeah, I mean, sorcerer... Your advantage as a sorcerer is basically that you can just keep casting things, so you're going to want spells that have a lot of repeat utility. I've never really done the resource gathering thing specifically as a like a character concept or a campaign concept, but...
Yeah. From my experience, I would say that if you're going resource gathering, your goal is not to have your cohort be the one gathering the resources, but to get as many people as you can to do it. And not just followers. Never underestimate paid help.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with paid help.
So, in that instance, use the followers to get as much free labor as you can. And I would say use them as, the crafts people. Building the objects, because you want to keep them safe. Because the more people die of your followers, the less of them you'll get. Because that adds up. That's my wife's yarn cabinet.
In my defense, 80% of this I did not buy. A lot of it came from people just offloading their yarn collections on me.
Yeah. So I would use the hired help as your miners, your botanists, the people going out and gathering herbs and stuff. And that is another thing I would heavily recommend. So we have an excavator construct for the main mining, but locating and confirming will be the cohort job. Yes and no, and here's the reason why I say no. Have your cohort be a manager. Have them have the management skills. Because the idea of a good manager is you don't have the skill yourself, but you get experts who do. Alright? So that way, your cohort can focus on running everything, and your hired help can be the ones confirming the mines, confirming the the metal and all that jazz. And while you have a main excavator golem, still hire miners. That way you can mine in multiple directions at the same time. The golem just will make it, easier. For one direction, essentially, because they never sleep. But that's me. That's my suggestion on that one. And of course, diversify. Keep a wide diversity of resources, not just metal from mining and gems and whatever. Collect herbs, farm, get so many crops. Have hunters collecting leathers and furs and meat. Get fishers collecting all kinds of fish and goodies from the ocean. And I hate saying this, but this is the best way to put it. Basically, give your DM so much work when it comes to your business or your collection of resources that they don't want to mess with the process. They'll be less likely to want to put something into it to mess with you.
I mean, fair.
Because that's a lot more work. So there's that. The next thing I always recommend, if you're doing any kind of resource gathering, things of that nature, have a place to offload your excess resources that is not a stereotypical town.
The last of it.
Interesting.
I'll give you one good example. Our friend Mike White. Alright? When he collects mining resources, or things of that nature, he doesn't collect them from the prime material plane. He does some, but that's not where he gets the majority of it. He engages in trades with earth elementals from the earth elemental plane.
He cheats, in other words.
By doing so... yeah, that's Anne. He cheats. By doing so, the earth elemental plane does not have a limit or a cap on how much resources it can provide. It is an infinitely spawning plane of existence.
No cap.
So, which means you can make millions, if not billions, of gold if you know how to do it.
So, this, of everything, this, from what you've seen here, is all that you bought me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had to buy her when I lost the You Laugh, You Lose challenge. It was $111 of yarn. There are ghosts that appear at dusk and dawn, so going out to get wood is super hard. Okay, but there's got to be professionals who do it. Because the world cannot exist without wood. So, the woodsmen have to have some method of doing it.
There's gotta be a way.
Yeah, there's gotta be a way. And whether it's they grow their wood, or they have forests that they can harvest from, or they set up lumber camps near the woods. Squidgy, well, that is Pathfinder, isn't it? How can I cheat using the rules? Essentially, you're not wrong.
It's not cheating if you're following the rules. It's optimizing.
You're optimizing. I'm not cheating. I'm optimizing with style. Read the message above. We currently are at there's none. They have to import wood from the... What the... What are you doing? Oh, what the... Idiot!
Huh?
The wandering trader.
Oh, yeah.
That
dingus.
That dingus went under the thing, and he's trying to No, he's just going to drown himself. At this point, screw him. Read the message above. Okay. The campaign said a certain amount of time to collect wood is roughly 8 hours a day. Is there a way to produce trees in a secure compound with magic or alchemy or something? Yes. There are ways you can do that. There is a spell. Now let me see what level it is. Plant growth. I think Pathfinder has it. Yep, plant growth. It is a 3rd level spell. Druid spell. It's Druid, Ranger, Plant Domain 3, Elemental School, Wood 4. And what happens is plant growth has different effects depending on the version chosen. There's overgrowth, which causes vegetation, grasses, briars, bushes, creepers, thistles, trees, vines, and so on, within a long range, 40 feet plus 40 feet for caster level, to become thick and overgrown. Alright, so there's that. Then there's enrichment, which is the effect targets plants with the range of a half mile, raising their potential productivity over the course of the next year to 1/3 above normal. So what you do is you cast overgrowth, and you basically send your guys in a controlled area, and you can basically, clear out the area. You're going to be having to do more than just wood, because you're also going to be cutting down grasses, thorns, all that jazz. But when you do that, make sure you find a way to utilize all those resources. The whole idea is you want to maximize every resource you have. So you think about it, you go, okay, what can I use briars for?
Briars are good for fencing. You can also use the different parts of them for basket making.
There you go.
Grasses you can use for basket making, starter fuel for fires.
Yeah. Vines you can turn into some form of rope. So there's that.
A lot of grasses you can do. There are old-fashioned hay rope.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do with it.
So there is that. But the other thing is, I would check with your DM and find out what methods people have been using to collect wood up until this point without magic.
Right, because the people who are there have to have been doing it some way.
Yeah, there has to be some way. And they have to have a way to gather that much wood for a civilization.
Well, he says they have to import wood from the capital with Royal Guard transport, but it's like, well, okay, go drill down into the why of that. Is it just because the land around is not suitable for growing trees? Or is there some other reason? Maybe you can address the core problem and get past that limitation.
Yeah. You said it was ghosts and stuff. What's spawning the ghosts?
Right.
If you, as a player, and your group can handle that, that means you now have a big resource that will make wood significantly cheaper and basically make you a lot of money that way.
Yeah.
So that's another thing you can do. Another thing is if you have a druid in your party. Hey Kev, how's it going? If you have a druid in your party, you can always use Summon Nature's Ally and eventually acquire a dryad.
Yeah, I mean, I will be honest. We've kind of worked around it as a topic, but getting a druid in your party is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier with a resource-focused game.
Yeah. If wood is hard to get, you can use things like alchemical cement instead for many things. That is also true. Remnants from the nuclear war now ghost roam and murder at night. Okay, so they murder. Now, is it they're repelled by sunlight or any light? Because that's the question. Because if they're repelled by just sunlight...
The daylight spell is your best friend.
There are daylight spells. Sunlight. Okay, then there's the daylight spell.
And you can literally put daylight permanently on a rock and that you carry with you.
Let's see. What level spell is daylight?
It's not very high.
I know it's not very high. It's also a 3rd level spell. So you can do a 3rd level spell... And then you can use permanency, spend a little extra gold, and you can literally create objects for the woods guys to use to protect themselves that creates a 60-foot ball of sunlight. Problem is now solved. The ghost can't get to you. So there's that. And almost everybody can cast it. Bards, clerics, oracles, druids, inquisitors, magus, paladin, shaman, sorcerer, wizard. Those are all third levels.
And an Azamar in Pathfinder, if you play the default version, gets it once per day for free.
Oh yeah. And you said you're playing an artificer, so there's a bunch of classes right there that you could just slap that into a magic object and go click, it's on. Alright. I have made the outside of the wall in the most basic sense. I'm not sure if I want to mess with that further elsewhere. Alright. Now I gotta do the inside of the wall. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Kind of want to.
Oh crap! You weren't kidding about the cave, were you?
No, it's huge.
Good lord.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, holy crap! And there's a bunch of resources in it too.
Yeah. Exposed cave faces is usually a great way to find stuff in this one.
Now, is this the newest version of Minecraft you've played?
Yes.
Alright, have you ever dealt with the ancient cities? Or heard of them?
No. Well, I mean, I've heard of them, but I've never dealt with them.
If you see anything that says skulk or shulk or whatever it's called...
Like a shulker?
No, not a shulker. It's like this weird terrain.
Okay.
That sounds kind of a little squishy.
Okay.
There are going to be skulker sensors.
Okay.
If you set them off too many times with too much noise, they will summon the warden.
Okay. And the warden is tough, I assume?
Put it this way. You could be in full diamond enchanted armor, and he will still one-shot you.
I see.
He is not to be messed with lightly. And he hunts by sound.
Okay.
Now, mind you, he will also, show up, once enough skulker sensors go off. And by the way, opening a chest can set off the sensors.
Yeah.
So, keep that in mind. Can we discuss the Pathfinder feat recruits for when you want a few cohorts? Only one with you at a time, but no followers. Yes, the recruits one. With the fact that you said you already had a cohort in mind, Marsh, that's why I was like, I wasn't going to bring up the recruits feat, but if you are not worried about, if you want more people to can do management for you, the recruits feat is a beautiful idea. Unfortunately, with recruits, you don't get followers, though.
Yeah, and honestly, in this kind of situation, followers are very handy just to have bodies to throw at problems.
Yeah. Never underestimate that. But you get 4 recruits. They kind of do whatever you want. I believe they're 4 levels lower than you instead of 2. And you can bring one of with you at any time, and the other 3 have to stay in whatever base you've built. So there is that.
Yeah, you're not getting this tonight.
What, the bed?
You can have our bed and I'll sleep on the couch with the top.
Okay.
'Cause...
You got a lot of sorting to do.
Yeah.
Now for the fact that you have, like I said, a bard cohort, like I said, focus on making them a manager. That's your best bet. Make them very social, very geared towards that. Give them a praise. That's important because they're going to need to know the value of things. But focus their attention on making everybody happy and controlling the money.
Morale and cash money.
Yeah, because you're going to need that.
Except everything except what I'm using for my current project for yarn is in here now.
Okay.
Time to sort.
Okay. With that being said, the other thing I would say is we've covered the cohort and what they're supposed to be doing.
It's about to get noisy for a minute.
Okay. Let me cover. They're a big titty fox waifu mage that makes everybody happy. I mean, if you're into that, yeah, that would make a lot of people happy. If you're into women and you like women with large chests. Ow! Why am I getting hit? Huh?
Keep it PG.
I am keeping it PG. Ish.
As PG as chat will allow.
That's fair. I think that's a good idea. PG as chat will allow, hon. Let's talk about your followers. As I said before, you should make your followers experts because you get to pick 10 skills, any 10 skills of your choice, and you make them. Alright? So I would make a group of followers who are the lumberjacks, and that's their main goal, is to do that. Make a group that are all about fishing, one that's all about hunting, farming, herb gathering, all those things, because you need herbs for medicine. Have a couple of followers that are, especially if they're higher levels, who focus on injuries. So give them like the heal skill. If you want someone with a little bit more of a magical bent to it, followers can be non-NPC classes. They can be PC classes, so you can make them like low-level clerics or something.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they, stay happy and alive. Because an alive worker is a happy worker. Excluding if you want to use the undead.
Hi.
Which, I'm not sure what alignment you are. So, I will at least cover a little bit of the undead idea. And that is very much like, hi, anytime someone dies on your workforce, make sure it's written into the contract that while their soul is released, their body is still owned and controlled by the company.
You load 16 tons, and what do you get?
There it is.
I mean, I guess you could consider that sort of holistic organ donation. You're just donating them all at once.
You're still under contract for working even after your death. It's just your body.
I am currently. Oh, yeah. Let me pop back up to.
That's fine. I mean, you can go several days without sleeping before the ghosts start showing up and making your life miserable.
Yeah, I think it's 3 days, isn't it?
3 days.
Yeah. I'm on my way back to the surface. Be right there.
All right, no problem. What else would I recommend? Keep in mind tools, but basically in Pathfinder, you're breaking down into 4 main resources: goods, labor, influence, magic. All right. And your base dumb labor can break down into the first 3: goods, influence, and labor. All right. And you can earn money that way. Make sure you have followers making the 4th one as well, the magic resource. The first explosion of many.
I just picked up some of the compressed iron.
Oh, okay. So there is that. All right. No, I hate it when it does this. Just on that. Here we go. Go there. Go there. There we go. Boom. Alright. You've acquired hardware.
I picked up some iron.
So I made a slight miscalculation. Uh-oh. What was the miscalculation? How fucked are they if their strength is a 5?
Ooh.
That's low. But I wouldn't consider them screwed if it's your cohort, because once again, your goal is not to make the cohort work, it's to make everyone else work for the cohort. So, your cohort won't need muscles if they make everybody else use theirs.
Yeah.
So, a 5 strength is not the end of the world if that's kind of the goal. Yeah, it's your cohort, you're fine. Just make your cohort a talker. Make them all about controlling everyone else. Why do the work themselves when they literally have minions for that?
Man, Puppy is having a time.
Yeah, he's not happy for some reason. God dang it. This is going to be one of those things where it's going to be a pain in my butt.
Fork.
Ah! It's not going to let me do it. I literally have to do it this way. I hate that. I'm trying to make the wall look pretty, but also functional at the same time.
Right.
Their base charisma is 22. Is that including level bonuses? How did we... Okay, here's my question. How did I not get that quest when I've literally done that?
You have to go in and specifically mark a check mark.
Oh. Okay.
And until you do, it doesn't pop. There are several quests that are just about, you just got to go in and say, yes, I acknowledge that this is a quest.
Okay. Damn it. Alright, so our fishing thing is still going. Okay. 30 catches left. Okay. Solid. Fuck it, I can make it 23. Forgot they get one every 4 levels. Yes!
I'm
also
popping through a couple of easy quests.
I was going to say, yeah, that looks like it. This is going in here. That's a lead. That can go in here. Where was I putting the poison sacks? I think it was in here? No. Man, we're going to need to get your thing going.
Which thing?
The drawer storage thing.
Yeah. Alright, that'll pump that.
I'd also recommend, as soon as you're capable of doing so, getting the charisma headband.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh my god, the higher you get that charisma, the more easily your life is going to be. And it's going to be great. I think this looks pretty good. Yeah, a little that on one side. I can remove this solid part of the wall. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that'll look better. Oh, yeah. I will probably make the dual headband. She'll need intelligence for skill checks and other stuff. Currently 16. Yeah, the intelligence is good. Keep that in mind. I'm trying to think what else is there. Yeah, the high intelligence is always useful for extra skill points because the more you have, the better.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to look for skills, though, to give her, knowledges. Go social skills, which as a bard you need performance, and that's it. And then after that, appraise, and then knowledges, and then maybe profession. Like you could go with like profession manager or something. That way, they know what they're doing and they know how to do it. So, that would be my suggestion.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
And seeing as you're an artificer, use magic device is also one I'm going to heavily recommend. Because as an artificer, you're going to be pumping out magic devices like crazy, and the more she can use, the more potent she'll become. Okay. I'm just trying to get the dang sugar cane out of the way. I can't think of anything else, though, that would fit.
A lot of it's going to depend on what your GM wants the campaign focus to be and what kind of options he allows you to take.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you said what level you guys are already at, but...
the cohort was 7.
Oh, okay, so you guys are up there a little bit. Because if the cohort's 7, then you're at least level 8 or level 9.
Yeah, you're 9. If the cohort's 7, you're 9.
So that's pretty good. As a sorcerer, that means 4th level spells. You get some really neat stuff at 4th level. Don't sleep on the like shadow evocation, shadow conjuration type spells just because of their sheer versatility.
Yeah, you can make them do almost everything. Another feat I would recommend is the I forget what it's called. It's the one that gives you a 1st level wizard school power.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
That's a good one for it as well, because there's a lot of 1st level school powers for wizard that can be really potent as a manager, especially the enchantment school. You can grab some cool stuff from the enchantment or the illusion school. Another good spell I always recommend on every character is invisibility.
Yeah.
You never know when your cohort needs to basically get the F out of dodge. Essentially.
Yep.
So you may be like, oh shit, I'm insignificantly over my head. I should probably fix this. Run.
Yeah, with the cohort is 7 and a bard and pathfinder. I don't think they'll have Dimension Door yet, but Dimension Door is great.
Yeah, that's a good one. Get them a crystal ball with telepathy as quickly as possible. So that way you can stay in communication with them, because they will contact you once a day at a set time, and you'll be able to give orders to them, as well as in case of emergency, they will contact you. So that's also good to have. One final question. The other main purpose is to cast high-level spells later on, like the gate spell that I used in the pirate campaign. Would another caster work better than bard?
I mean, I don't even know if bards get gate, but like
they
bards,
don't.
Bards can use magic device at very nice levels, so they can do it from a scroll.
Yeah, not to mention you're an artificer, so your shtick is going to be making other than sorcerer. Yeah, I understand. Oh, it's a sorcerer. Sorry, she's a sorcerer, not a bard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I for some reason I had my head bard.
Same here.
I thought Marshmallow was playing the sorcerer and the cohort was a bard.
No, I was thinking the cohort was a bard.
Oh no, then sorcerer you're probably fine. 7th level sorcerer, you've got access to 3rd level spells currently, but yeah, I'd say that would work.
Yeah, sorcerer's not bad. The thing of the matter is, build your sorcerer once again as a social character first. So make sure you have all the social skills, things of that nature. Make sure you have all the abilities and spells geared towards making sure you have every conversation covered. Sorcerer, like I said, is not a bad thing. You asked for other classes, though. Bard, like we were talking about, is an amazing manager class. They're really good at, controlling people, especially with their class abilities. So there's that. What other classes would I recommend? Cleric could be a good choice if you build a social cleric. So there's no problems with that. If you're worried about your place ever getting attacked, Paladin is not a bad choice. You can do some kooky stuff with Paladin easily. Especially if you're the good alignment. So there's that. Wizard is also a really good choice because you have that spell versatility that just helps out so much. One of the classes I'm always been a fan of for cohorts is Mystic Theurge. And the reason why I say that is because it's like as you level it, you get both divine and arcane spells, which means if you pick wizard and cleric, there are very, very few spells you will not have access to. You'll have pretty much almost every arcane and divine spell pretty much accessible, with a few druid spells that you just won't have.
Right.
So, Mystic Theurge is a good build, and if you take the right traits, you can get Mystic Theurge fairly quickly. Because its main requirement is you have to be able to cast 3rd level arcane and divine spells. And there is a trait, I think, if memory serves. I want to say it's this one, but I want to be sure. Yeah, Magical Knack. Pick a class when you gain this trait. Your caster level in that class gains a +2 bonus as long as this bonus doesn't raise your caster level above your hit dice. Alright? So, what you do is you pick, say, Wizard with it. And you grab, like, a couple levels in Wizard, you grab 2 more levels in Cleric compared to that, and you'll have Mystic Theurge 2 levels early. Because your caster level counts as 2 higher. So that helps a lot. It's very much a trait that's designed for multi-classing. I'm guessing you would agree there, Gamera?
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted trying to figure out a config thing, so sorry. Yeah, Mystic Theurge has always been one of my favorite prestige classes. It's one of the only ones that's actually worth a damn. Very useful.
Yeah, because pretty much everything else in Pathfinder can be done with an archetype. I will say that.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think that covers everything Marsh needs, to my knowledge, unless he thought of something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and if the situation develops, we can always give more specific advice as things go along.
Yep. I mean, I can't think of anything else that I'd recommend. make sure you have a base of operations. Make sure it's well protected. Make sure it has plenty of housing, food, all that jazz. And if you're displacing another business's money-making ability, keep that in mind. Because the DM, if they're a smart DM, will have that business come a knocking, going, why are you taking our money?
Yep.
And they're not going to particularly care for that much.
Business rivals. It's classic.
Ow.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's a really good, money-making business.
I have to come organize my yarn, but I have to do that first.
All right. We are currently building a warehouse for storage. Since of the world setting, we intend to make a PMC group. What's a PMC?
Yeah, PMC.
I don't know that term. That's a new one for me.
Yep, no idea. PMC.
It's dynamite! I'm sorry, that's supposed to be TNT. My bad.
Oh, yes, that's what you were doing.
Oh, excuse me. We found an MI-24 hind and we're going to repair it and use it. The main issue is knowing how to make the stuff. I know how to make gas tubing, but how do I make rubber?
Okay, this seems like a really interesting game.
Yeah. To make rubber, by the way, you need to heat up essentially sap. There are types of sap that you can heat up that becomes rubber. And that's like the early versions of rubber, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, time for the headache.
Would you like to close the door then? So we're not keeping the kids awake?
Oh, they're unconscious.
This is sounding more like Fallout than anything.
Yeah, or honestly, maybe Rifts. I get a little bit of a Rifts vibe.
Yeah, I can see a Rift vibe. That reminds me of something. You play Skyrim, don't you?
I have played Oblivion, actually, but not Skyrim.
All right. Do you enjoy an Oblivion? Like that?
My main problem with those Elder Scrolls games is I just feel overwhelmed because of the sheer amount of stuff to do. But yeah, I mean, they're fine. I like them.
All right. The reason why I ask is one of the things I'm considering later is Skyrim Together, which is an Elder Scrolls multiplayer like small group game.
I see.
The DM is making us discover everything. For example, I know how to make pliers using a steel stamp press. My PC doesn't know what a steel press is. So, Marsh, do you remember the R&D rules I came up with for the pirate game? Those may actually serve you well in this regard. Where you could talk to the DM and go, look, I mentally do not know what is required to do this, this, and this, but my character could figure it out. Here's the role I'd like to make every day to study that and come up with a solution. I would say that might be your ticket to getting to areas that you yourself are lacking knowledge in. So I would say that's a fair assessment.
Mm-hmm.
And someone who's an artificer, I could see them being that kind of mad inventor going, I wonder what happens if I bang these two things together. What will happen?
Is it going to go boom or is it okay?
Will this make something cool, or will this explode in my face and kill everyone?
Either way, it'll be cool.
Where did those go?
I feel like kind of weird that I have not done most of these frickin' things. Oh my god.
I made some wool, but I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay. All the modium. What else is there? Oh my god. Main quest line, getting started. Holy crap. Like, I did all this. Why didn't I click? God damn it.
You had to do the prerequisite first.
I know, but I feel dumb because it's like I'm sitting here going,
I know I did this.
I know I did this. It's like, son of a bitch. Because I had to do the Tinkerer's Construct.
Yep.
And I did that. Like, I made the first smeltery.
Yep.
But I didn't click the quest when I did it. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well, and you probably didn't have the prerequisites open. And so, it is nighttime if you want to hit a bed right quick.
Yeah, I'm heading that way. Yeah. Oh, you put your bed outside finally.
Yeah, I made a new bed because that was one of the quests we need to pop.
And I'm sitting here like, oh, Christ. So we have this giant smelter here I built.
Yep.
And we didn't get credit for it. Oh, fun fact, you can take it down with a pickaxe, and it will still hold the liquid of the lava.
Nice.
So we don't have to worry about that.
All right. Let's see. Need to pick up some wheat and some wheat seeds.
The garden has plenty of those.
Yep. Honestly, you've got enough already harvested that if I can just find the right barrel.
I'm sorry I don't label shit.
I'll fix that eventually.
I am very disorganized.
That's an understatement.
Okay. So I think we covered that. So let me grab our wheel.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Display capture. Okay. Oh, wrong window. There it goes. Oh my god. It showed OBS for a second. I was like, ah! Alright. Alright, let's see what we get. I think I spun the wheel too hard. Dealing with problem players.
Oh boy.
Something you suck at.
Yeah, something I'm not particularly stellar at. But I am getting better. Oh boy. Alright, how would you deal with a problematic player, depending on the situation?
Depends on the problem player and the specific problem, obviously.
Well, yeah.
There are different.
You have to be willing to use the band hammer.
There are different kinds of problems that are best dealt with in different ways. And I'll give you an example. If you've got like a spotlight hog, that's kind of a classic problem player. But it depends on the person. If it's a person that is like, they're just really excited to play, then you can sometimes say, hey, you know, we just want to make sure that everybody else has a chance to play too. You can communicate with them and make them understand that, you know, not everything can be about them. And they'll be, you know, understanding of that, hopefully.
Hopefully.
And if they're a decent person. Now, sometimes you get the spotlight hog who is just basically so self-centered, they don't give a fuck what anybody else wants to do. They're just there to do their thing.
Yeah, it's their game, and you just happen to be running it.
Yeah. And so that kind of person you're going to have less difficult or less ease with to actually fix the problem. But unless you know the person just absolutely down to their core, the first step is communicating. You want to say, hey, this is a problem. Not that this person is a problem, but this behavior is a problem. We need to talk about how to fix this. I want to make sure that other people have a chance to participate in the game. What can we do to make this, not a problem anymore? And
it does require both sides to communicate, listen, and talk. Now, I will say, if you happen to have a player who refuses to communicate,
sure,
then you could run into some problems there.
Yes, and of course, the classic, start with communication. If you know this player and this player if you've already communicated with them, or if they've done this in multiple games, even despite communication, it may not be possible to talk them down. I still usually prefer to go ahead and try, because then at least I can say, hey, I tried to let you know that this was a problem.
I made the attempt.
An attempt was made.
I will also say problem player versus problem DM. Like, if you have a problematic DM, same rule applies, communication.
Right, you let the GM know, hey, this isn't working for me. I'm not enjoying this game as much as I think I could. Is there ways that we can tweak this, or is this just how it's going to be? And should I, maybe seek a different game?
Yeah.
And I think either one is fine. There's the classic, no D&D is better than bad D&D.
Oh yeah. This actually ties into something I saw recently, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I never signed up for Dropout, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my experience with Dimension 20 and all the other games that they do has been through mostly clips.
Yep.
Alright? So, I don't have the full story. But I've noticed a flaw with Brandon Mulligan's DMing style.
Oh?
He takes away player agency. A lot.
I actually haven't noticed that happening on the ones that I've watched.
Alright. Like, for example, I watched one episode where he was like, or a clip, where there was a pirate captain or something, like some sort of seafaring captain.
Sure.
And he pulls out a pistol, and he shoots one of the NPCs in the chest and kills them instantly.
Mm-hmm.
One of the players pipes up and goes, I would like to cast shield on them as a reaction before the shot. Would that be okay? And
right.
Brandon goes, he had mentioned that initiative had not started, they were not in combat, and said, no, the guy's just dead, we're in initiative now. And that,
I mean, I get that.
That's not fun.
But, like, I get that, but at the same time, as a DM, I would have been like, yeah, let them cast shield, make them feel like they've done something, and because all shield does is it adds +2 to their AC.
Sure.
The players didn't know what the roll was to hit.
Right.
So, as a DM, I could have simply said, okay, you cast shield, you see the energy shield go around the guy. Unfortunately, the attack just sneaks by the shield and still hits the guy. But at least it makes the players feel like they did something.
I mean, fair, but like I said, that's not my usual experience of his GMing.
Yeah.
So, that may well be that incident, but it doesn't feel like what I've normally experienced when watching their stuff.
Right. The one, though, that stood out to me was when they did the whole Candia thing. I don't know what.
Like the Crown of Candy?
The Crown of Candy, yeah, that was... I heard the term Candia a lot. Alright? And one of the players had just apparently ascended to a throne or something, or he had been in the throne for a while. I'm not sure. and one of the NPCs stabs the player in the back, and causes him to become paralyzed. And he said, you need 3 Constitution saving throws. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. And I had no problems with that situation occurring, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The issue I noticed, though, in that situation was the player's facial expression. When you do something like that, or you take away a player's agency, which is what you're doing with paralyzation, and sometimes you have to take away agency to do that, and that's okay. But when you do it, you tend to see one of several reactions. 1, anger, like the player gets upset that their player agency has been taken away from them. It's like, okay. 2, shock. Like, oh god, it's been, ripped away from me. This is not cool. So there's shock. And 3 is sometimes disgust, I've seen. Where they're just so disgusted that it happened because it's against their, whatever player values. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Alright. The player in that clip had none of those 3. The one he had was...
fuck this shit again.
Dismay. Pretty much, if you remember Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the whale got turned into a potted plant, and there was the line that goes, oh no, not again.
Yeah.
That was his facial expression. Which tells me that, I may be misreading this, but it tells me that this happens so often that not only did he kind of expect this to happen, he's kind of getting tired of it happening.
Yeah, see, I've watched a lot more of it than you have, and I can't say... Brendan Lee Mulligan's philosophy as a GM is basically not to railroad anything. He is all about the players defining the story. He's just trying to make interesting bits along the way. So there might be a moment where he's got the specific thing he wants to add, but it seems like maybe there's a clip bias. Like, people are showing these clips because they're unusual and thus noteworthy. So yeah, that's not my experience of having watched it at all.
Okay.
But
it was just something I noticed, and I was just like, that seems that facial expression just seems off to me.
Yeah, but I mean that could be a lot of things. This could be, you were watching clips. This could be his relationship to the character has given him dismay. He does run very emotionally charged sessions for his players.
Yeah, but that being put aside, that was the one thing I had an issue with him. Not every DM is perfect. We all have flaws. We all have issues, things of that nature. I'll give another famous example of someone who's got a DM issue, but it's not necessarily with the game itself, but more of what he puts into the game. And, and that's Matt Mercer.
Okay.
Matt Mercer is a good DM. He knows his players. He knows the limits of his players for the most part, and he's usually pretty good about making sure it runs a fairly good game. If I were to give any one flaw for Matt Mercer, it's he cannot make custom content and make it balanced. He can't do it. It is not fucking possible. I mean, he's good at adapting content. I will say that. For example, incorporating Saren Ray into 5th edition. He did a great job at that. He did a good job at getting Gunslinger into 5th edition. It's fairly well balanced. It looks decent. But when he makes his own custom content from the ground up, it tends to be horrifically overpowered. Or horrifically underpowered.
Yeah, he's not really a game designer. That's not his skill.
Yeah. And that's okay. I mean, it's okay not to be a game designer. But at the same time, it's just okay, I can see where this is a problem. The best example I've seen is Blood Hunter and Echo Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm aware of the issues with Echo Knights, especially.
Yeah, Echo Knight is broken. Echo Knight is really broken. Like, I do not understand how it is considered anywhere near balanced, because I played an Echo Knight. And Christ, I was pumping out way more damage than I should as a fighter at my level.
Mm-hmm.
Then there, and that's the flaw with the whole idea of, was it Dunamancy? I think it was what it was called.
I don't know.
It's where Echo Knight and other fun spells like it came from.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is really unbalanced. So there's that. Then you got Blood Hunter, who is really underbalanced. Like, everything they do, other classes can do better.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why would you want to play it unless you were going for a very particular aesthetic, which you can achieve that exact same aesthetic with other classes?
Sure.
So it's like, oh, okay, why? So there's that. Now, I will say both Brandon Lee and Matt Mercer, or Brandon Mulligan and Matt Mercer, are exceptional storytellers.
Oh, yes.
They create some very unique and interesting situations, and they're very well done. I just, like, from the clips I've seen of Mr. Mulligan, it seems like doing the cool thing seemed to come before the players. But I may also, like I said, I'm only seeing clips, so I can't.
Yeah, that is at odds with what his stated GM philosophy is and what I've seen and the other stuff I've seen him run. Like, he does have an excellent way to just basically figure out exactly what you're wanting to do with your character and kind of feed into that. But he doesn't really seem to have like a lot of ego in his storytelling. Like most railroady GMs, I tend to see them as frustrated authors. It's like, I wanted to write a novel, but I couldn't do that, so I'm running this game instead, and you guys are going to play my novel. And that's super frustrating, and I don't get that at all when I watch his stuff. So, yeah, it may just be, like I said, clip bias, because, you know, you have clips, it's designed to be, this is the stuff that was remarkable. It was clipped because it was unique or interesting.
Yeah, that's my thought process behind it. It's got to be that. That's why I wanted to bring it up with you, because you have seen way more of that show than I have.
Yeah.
So you could course correct any clip bias I ran into.
Now, that's not to say that he's a perfect GM either. He has his quirks. We all do. But I'm trying to think.
I'd say my biggest quirk, hands down, is having trouble saying no.
I mean, that's always...
That's not just a quirk. That is massive.
That is always a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, I have trouble saying no, but I try to also... What's the word I'm looking for? I also don't go out of my way to... I feel like I overly non-threaten my players.
Okay.
And when I say non-threaten, I'm talking about make it so that the situation of the game is less threatening than it probably should be.
I see.
Like, I need to sometimes, like, I'd say step up the deadliness of, the game.
Okay.
But that's just me. Like, alright. Where did I put this? Oh. I don't have a drawer for this. I'll put it in there. Okay, you go there. Oh, whoops. I forgot to get rid of a couple of things. Let me do that real quick. There we go. What do I have here? Template board. I guess I'll put that in here.
Do you guys have any normal books?
Not yet. By the way, have you collected your backpack?
I did.
Okay, cool. Cold.
Oh wait, there is a normal book.
Alright. Yay!
And
Could have I had something around here for stuff. Oh, there's metal over there. So I want the raw over here. This is the cooked. Alright, so that's that. Stone goes there. I have a bunch of torches. So I'll put those there. I don't need that many torches. Ominous banner. Sugarcane. Alright. Oh my god. I need to work on something. What? I guess I could grab all this, but I need to get a lava bucket. Alright, I can do that. Where did I put my bucket?
we should have enough iron for you to make one if you are having trouble.
No, I have a bucket. I just don't remember where the hell I put it. There's 2 buckets. Alright, so I need that. I need... What happened to the smelter?
Melter?
Yeah, the small one.
There's 2 pieces of seared glass and a nugget gold glass back there.
I know. Oh, there it is. I found it. Smelter.
Okay.
So there's that. For problematic players, you're always going to have some who are going to be problematic, though, in other fun ways. Like what I experienced. Oy. Alright, so I need a fuel tank. Casting.
And it should be said that there are players who go beyond being just problematic to being actively threatening. You don't need to worry about wasting time communicating with those folks. You just need to get them out.
Yeah, they need to go, and they need to go now. The person in particular I was thinking of was someone who basically refused to talk on occasion, and they made things so difficult. Because they also tried to manipulate everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, why isn't this letting me do this? What am I... I have 3 seared faucets. I have the seared smelter. Is there prerequisites?
What are you looking at? What?
Oh, I have to... Never mind. I am way behind. I gotta go this way. Okay, did the book. Did that. I need the part builder and the tinker station. I know I have those. Where did I put you? I love my life because it's a pain in the dick.
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Can I put it in here? No, that's the patterns. Alright, I know I built a part builder. I had to do that in order to do what I was doing. I'm guessing it's gone, so I'll just have to build one from scratch.
I have no idea. I don't remember running across one, but...
It's possible it just disappeared. Silent Gear. Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Alright, there's a fishing pole in there. Let's build ourselves the... thing. Tinker Station. Part Builder and Tinker Station. Tinker Station. Fat Lily, hey man, what's up, man? How's it going tonight? It's going well. I think we're having a blast. Alright, I need wood. And, oh, I need another pattern. God damn it. Alright. Got a Tinker Station.
Nice.
Apparently I didn't build it. What the hell? Oh, you can build a smelter without a Tinker Station.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Part builder. Alright.
I'm sleeping, and the wandering merchant showed up, like, right next to my bed.
Alright. But yeah, if the problematic player, I want to say this right now, if the problematic player does not want to communicate, you need to get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's only... You don't want to keep bending over backwards someone who literally could not give a fuck.
Yeah, if they got to the point where it's like, I don't care, I want my way in no other way, it's like, okay, congratulations, I have stopped caring. It's goddamn, you have pissed me off. Part chest. And that's something I should have... Uh-oh. Oops. I accidentally hit the F11 button.
I don't know what that does.
Full screen.
Ah.
So, I need more sticks. So, I kind of learned the hard way, unfortunately, like, what that was about.
Mm-hmm.
And I have learned from that, thankfully. Because the player in question I had just refused to talk to anybody unless it was, what they considered acceptable.
Okay.
And it had to be on her terms, at her time, all of that. And I'm like...
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. And I was just like, are we kidding here? Like, what is this? Part Tinker's chest. Okay. What's the difference between a part chest and a Tinker's chest?
The Tinker's chest... I don't know if I built a Tinker's chest before, so I'm not sure.
Me either. But yeah, I learned the hard way from that, and that was just dumb of me. I should have kicked her ass to the curb a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you and Anne and all of them, you all got in my case about it. Like, you are being dumb. You need to stop doing this, because this is ruining your game.
Yeah.
And I just refuse to see the forest for the trees.
You know, and you always hate to give up on somebody. It feels like, well, you know, maybe I'm just not doing it. Maybe it's my fault, you know. And sometimes people are just assholes.
Yeah, and it's just like, shit. I felt so shitty about it too, because I felt like I had failed.
Right.
And I know now that I look back on it, that wasn't the case. But at the same time, I was like, shit. Ka-chink.
What is that? I don't...
Damage a gear item past a certain point, stats get recalculated.
Oh, got it.
Okay, that was you.
Yeah.
You broke something.
Well, I damaged it past a threshold where its stats changed, which is different, and I forgot that was a thing, honestly.
Alright, do I need to put something like in here? Oh no, that's the part builder, okay. That's the Tinker's Station. So...
What are you trying to do?
Oh, okay, I'm seeing how this works. It's different now. So instead of having the pattern, like the physical pattern, the thing automatically stores the patterns, but you have to have a pattern in here to build each tool. part. So that's interesting. Oh, you got an Inferium.
I did.
Rock tool binding. So I need a rock tool binding. What else do I need? A rock head and a handle. Okay. Handle. Head. Alright, and then I go... get that. I already did that. So, rock pickaxe. Now I go here. Go to pickaxe. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. We got a pickaxe. So I have a healing... a pickaxe for you that can be done that way. Next one is... tools can be repaired by repair kits. You can construct not silent gear and repair them on the go. Okay. So we can make repair kits to make it on the go.
Yep.
Modifiers. I remember all the modifiers. Defense modifiers. Tool abilities. Slotless mods. Tool upgrades. And traits. Okay. Now I need to make grout. Even though I had made a fuck ton of grout. Alright, so stone goes in here. Let me put these in here just to be safe. So that way I don't have to worry about it. No, I want to keep that. That goes in there, that goes in there. Alright. A lot more inventory space. There we go. But yeah, also basically if you learn from any kind of a bad player, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes you a better DM. Just keep that in mind. Because that's the important thing.
Yeah, always be improving.
Yeah, because if you're not improving, then you are wasting everyone's time. Because eventually, you got to get better somehow.
Right.
Why does it keep putting the arrows in there? That's really weird. Alright. That should be plenty of grout for whatever we may need. Puny smelting. How do I... book and a grout. Do we have another book?
I didn't see one, but we do have some leather, so you should be able... and you might be able to build them with Tinker's template still.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. 3 pieces of paper and a canvas, 3 pieces of paper and a leather, 2 patterns, and a slime ball, and some paper. So you need a slime ball now.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a villager trade that does it. Yeah, the best way is 3 pieces of paper and a leather. Paper is 3 sawdust.
Sugarcane should do it.
Yeah, tree bark, and 3 sugarcane, which we have plenty of.
Yep. We should not ever have to really struggle for paper. You've got a great sugar cane crop going.
Oh, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, and a leather makes 1 book, and that's what I need. I need a book and a grout. It makes puny smelting.
Yep.
Whatever
Which
that
has... it's one of the Tinker's manuals. It has instructions about, like, tier 1 type tools.
Oh, yeah, and the melter. The level 1 melter. Okay. There's a demon in the book. It says, what are you looking at, Tinker? Have you never seen someone as handsome and cool? What the fuck?
I'll be honest, I have not yet read in my solo game Puny Smelting, so I didn't know that.
Okay, this is fun. Then there's Sandcast, which I figure out, and then Goldcast, which I went out of my way to do gold. And then there's tier 2 materials. Okay, so this is a book I want to keep for later. Alright, so we got that book. Sort inventory. So now I got materials used in puny smelting. Woohoo! Alright. What is this one? Throw in the furnace 32 seared brick. I could have sworn I had seared brick. Yep. Not enough though. I have 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I need 5 more. Okay, in you go. That goes in there. Alright. The trader has come into our shed. Hey, buddy.
Ever hear of privacy?
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. This is weird. This is the most bizarre shit. But yeah, if you got that kind of problematic player, also talk to your other players.
Yeah, that's a good point. You want to see if the player is impacting them, if it's just, something that you and the other player are dealing with. It could be personal beef. See if the other folks have picked up on it. See if they want you to do something about it, or if they're, kind of cool with it. If they are taking the problematic player's side, the 2 possibilities are they're all assholes, or maybe you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Do some self-reflection.
Do some self-reflection and try to figure out if you are the asshole. Okay. He just disappeared, which means it's nighttime.
Oops. I'll pop back up.
Like all I heard was suck, like the sucking down of a potion. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Thanks, bud. You're great. Oh my god, that's wild. All right. Now I've hit first smeltery. Okay. That. Boom.
Nice.
Because I had all the materials for it. Oh no, I don't have the casting table. Shit. I left that over here. There we go. Ta-da! Now I have the casting table. Alright, I have the gold ingot cast. Alright, now I can put all the shit back where I've had it.
I'm working on some mining right now, but I'll try to put together some storage as I get the chance. I'd like to find some more iron before I really get into it, though.
We have quite a bit of iron up here.
We have I wouldn't necessarily call it quite a bit, unless I missed some.
Give me a second. Let me see how much we had. We had
and also
4 there, and 9 there. Never mind. We have some.
Yeah.
That's a sum. So that goes there. That goes there. Seared bricks. Put in here. So there's that. An empty map. Alright.
I'd also love to have some more redstone, but that is way deep.
Yeah, they put that in a weird place. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put this someplace where we can use it like a trash can. Let me grab this. That goes there. Boom. Now we have a little lava pit. Oh no, wait, that would be a bad idea. I just realized because it could set fire to grass.
Ooh, yeah, you want to line that with stone or something.
Yeah, or I could put it in... Nope, that was near a tree. Ugh.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to think. There's a good container option, but it may have materials in it that we don't have easy access to.
That's fine. I'll just shove it in a chest for now.
Yeah, it's redstone and iron. It's the basic tank from Mechanism. It's great. It's only 4 redstone and 4 iron, but at this stage of the game, that's a big only.
Yeah, it's a big only there. Yeah, it's like Fuck. It happens. And our crystals go over there. And then we have a few Ars Nouveau books.
Yes.
Once we get to that. Alright. Let me think. What else? What's the next thing? Oh. I need to make sand casts. Alright, so just sand. Okay.
Yeah, this one doesn't have like the aluminum brass, which was a thing in previous versions, but it does have sand casts.
Yeah. I kind of skipped that and went straight for gold.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with it.
Understanding smeltery parts. Alright, I have a casting basin. I have fuel tanks. I have the faucets and channels. Alright. So there's that. Mighty smelting. Melted seared stone into a book. Okay, I need another book.
Yeah, see, that's going to be a theme with some of these quests.
Yeah, alright, so with that I need to do onto a casting basin. Okay. We still have blood and molten ender. Okay, that's nice. Can I get rid of that now? Okay, please tell me it doesn't have blood in it anymore. Cool. I can't get rid of the molten ender.
I'm trying to remember. No, there's not enough of it to pour out. Unless you have like a nugget cast, maybe? I don't. 25 millibuckets is.
Yeah, I was trying to, just get it to go into the casting basin.
Yeah.
And then just destroy the casting basin.
Yeah, you can't do that, unfortunately.
Alright, well, either way, let me grab the seared brick. Let me put a seared brick in there and see if that's enough for the book. If not, I might have to put a second one. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Other fun things about problematic players. Be prepared for the wonderful problematic player that tries to turn all the players against you.
Yeah.
That's what I dealt with because that's what she tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
I will also say that I tried my very hardest to make sure that my wife does not get special treatment. And sometimes I'm not successful, but I try my best. And she doesn't seem to push for it either, which is a good thing, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have experienced some couples that had that issue. It's not letting me do it. And it's so aggravating.
You need to reorganize the layers of fluids. If you go into the smeltery interface, you should be able to drag up and down to rearrange them.
Okay.
So...
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That helps a lot. Alright. Alright, but just put that back. Boom. Smelting 201. Introduction. Tinker's Anvil. So I have to make a Tinker's Anvil. Oh.
I think that's the one that requires bronze, isn't it?
It requires any kind of metal.
Oh, yeah, any alloy.
Alloy. Yep, any alloy. And seared bricks, which I can make. Alright, so we got Tinker's Anvil. What do we got here? Slime steel, bronze, rose gold, pig iron, melon, netherite, bronze. I could probably do bronze.
Bronze is usually the one I start with, yeah.
As soon as it lets me find bronze, you would think it would... Where's the bronze? Come on. Netherite. Bronze. There we go. Cast invasion. Molten bronze. How do you make molten bronze? Copper and tin. So 3 copper, 1 tin.
We should have tons of copper.
I know. We have a metric shit ton of copper. I think we have more than enough. It's the tin I'm more worried about.
I know I put together some. You should have enough, I think. But if not, I've got more that I'm mining. I just won't be back up for a little while.
I got 12 ingots of tin. So, in order to make blocks, I have to do that times 9. So I can make a block. I'm trying to see if I have any more raw tin.
So it's 1 tin and 3 copper. So for every, well, you need to make 3 blocks. So it's 27. So it should be 7 tin and 21 copper. So you should have enough.
I have enough copper.
Yeah.
Copper's not the problem. It's tin.
Right. Do you have 7 ingots of tin?
I have 12.
Okay, then you have enough.
Okay, I'll try that.
It should be 7 tin and 21 copper. Because it's 3 to 1, right?
Yeah.
It's not 2 to 1, so yeah. I wouldn't necessarily melt all of it. Yeah, just do 7 tin and 21 of the copper, and you should have enough to blend together and make technically 3 blocks, 1 ingot of bronze.
Yeah. Let me go get the ingot cast. I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need to make a trip back topside soon.
I will say a big thing with D&D that you should always keep into account is preparation.
Mm-hmm.
It is lots of prep work. So keep that in mind. But yeah, talk to your players if you have a problematic player, see what they think, and definitely do some soul searching.
And ultimately, sometimes a problematic player, it's not a problematic person, it's just a player that is problematic for you because you guys have different styles, or, you just don't mesh. And that's okay. You just have to recognize it and say, hey, you know what? We shouldn't be in a group together. So let's figure this out.
Yeah. Excuse me. Are you still underground?
No, I'm in bed.
Oh, okay. What else do I want to say about possibly problematic players? Oh boy. I'm trying to think. Oh, I completed a task. Seared bricks. Where was that? Oh, mighty smelting. Seared bricks. Oh, and smeltery controller. Can I have you, please? There you go.
All right, you're really banging out some quests here. Excellent.
Oh yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, 18 seared bricks and the seared drain. I can do that because here's the seared drain.
With a sword in one hand and a harp in the other, shouting my greatness from the rooftops, laying bitches and slaying witches. Or is it laying witches and slaying bitches? I can't quite remember. I was too busy giving the tavern owner a reason to stay in business.
Hey Faye, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a great day. And he fireballed the tavern, of course. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... 18. God damn. Everybody keeps lighting my tavern on fire.
Well, it's the thing to do.
I just got another lava bucket.
Nice.
How many of these damn lava buckets am I going to get? It's a little crazy. There you go. Bronze ingot, all that jazz. Oh wait, I needed. Where are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it was 4. Whoops, my bad. Anvil. Now we have an anvil. You go here. And you go here. There you go. Wait, did it? Oh, clearing it out. Got rid of it. My bard is a pyro. Did someone send up the wise insect? Oh my god, they're both here.
Yeah.
My poor tavern is gonna literally ignite.
Poor, pitiful tavern.
Alright, so there covers that. What is this? Smelting? Coagulated blood. Okay. And why isn't just set fire to my damn tavern? This is why we can't have nice things. Bronze broadblade. Okay, I'll just put that in there for now. You go in here. You go over here. And I need to go put the anvil down. Boom. Oh boy. Now we got the crazy shit.
I am going to put a chest next to the smeltery. Oh, you've already got this over here. Excellent. So
Yeah.
you've got the Tinker's chest.
Yep.
And the part chest. I'm going to put my bronze broadblade that I just got in that.
Oh, does it go in there?
Yes. Any parts you get can go in there. In the Tinker's chest, I'm going to put anything in there that is specific to Tinkers.
Okay, then let me go grab the bronze blade I left behind.
Yes. Do I have anything else that's Tinker specific?
Yes, sure. Yes, sir. Okay, that goes in here. Is it there? Oh no, parts. Okay. Wrong one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. And then any of the Tinker stuff from the barrels inside, you can just put in this Tinker's chest. That way we have it for the Tinker.
Yep, let me grab the seared bricks then.
Yep.
And all that jazz. I'm going to leave the grout in here, though.
If you would like.
Well, the reason why is because we can... I'm not sure what else we can use grout for.
I'm pretty sure it's just to make seared bricks.
Okay. I could have sworn there was another thing you could do for grout. 30-second cooldown. Yes, there's a 30-second cooldown on it. What's grout used for? A book. A cover. It cooks into seared brick. Facade. God damn it. Yeah, it looks like it just becomes seared brick.
Yeah, it's not the most versatile material.
Yep. And everybody keeps setting the tavern on fire.
All right, let's see. You've got sand, gravel. Do I have any sand and or gravel that I can stow? Yeah, I've got some gravel.
Oh, that could be problematic.
What?
Oh, God damn it. Let me sort it without picking something. It's not letting me sort this with doing the auto sort without picking it up.
Interesting.
Like, it keeps fucking around on me here. It's very annoying.
Can you just do the center mouse click, or is that what you're doing?
I did that too, and it still picks it up. If I hit the Z, it picks it up anytime I do it.
Huh.
I can picture your tavern now. People setting fire to everything, and you just saying, damn it, under your breath while you try to ignore it and play Minecraft. Yeah.
There's a picture of the bartender, and in the picture, there's just like flames behind the bartender. He's just got this bored expression on his face.
It's like I'm dead inside.
Yeah. All your dreams of a peaceful tavern burned to ash.
Encyclopedia of Tinkering. Molten gold on a book. Okay. I have 2 golden ingots.
2 golden ingots. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. Wee! Right.
I hear you somewhere, zombie.
Nah, he has the computer against the wall, and he's wearing a mask on the back of his head to make it look like he's paying attention. God damn it, fireballs constantly. I swear, they're just going to keep setting it off and off and off. Alright, let's see what we get now. If this is going to be a short one, we can do it. Alright, we can do that one. Favorite published settings.
Ooh. I was talking about this the other day with some folks.
Oh, yeah. For me, like, don't get me wrong, I like Eberron, but I wouldn't call it my favorite published setting.
I'm still bitter about Eberron because I entered that same setting design contest and I didn't win.
That's fair.
I actually had a somewhat similar idea too, but no, my first exposures to settings, now technically these aren't specifically role-playing, they are broader settings, but the Marvel and DC universes, because I started with superhero games, and I absolutely freaking love them, can't get enough, that is my jam. But that is, of course, different than, what you usually think of with RPG settings, because you're talking like D&D, and that means like Forgotten Realms and Planescape. Those are my two big D&D settings. I love the Forgotten Realms just for the sheer detail that is available. And the original writer of the Forgotten Realms now has a Patreon, and he basically is just doing like Realms lore drops on a regular basis. So if you're interested in the Forgotten Realms, you can sign up, and he's just dropping all kinds of Realms lore. Now, Wizards owns it, of course, so it's not like official anymore. But this is the guy that wrote the settings, so it's some pretty good stuff. And Planescape, I think, was just the most creative of the D&D settings. Like second edition, the best thing about second edition was that was the era in which D&D was just banging out absolute awesome settings on a regular basis.
Oh yeah.
You had not Dark Sun, you had Greyhawk, you had Forgotten Realms, and then Dragonlance, I think, might have snuck under the wire into first edition. It was close anyway. But yeah, second edition's when you really got Dragonlance being explored. You had Spelljammer, you had Dark Sun,
my God,
you had
Spelljammer.
Yeah, you had Ravenloft, and you had Planescape, just all kinds of absolute bangers that were coming out, and just fantastic settings, in my opinion. So I have a soft spot in my heart for all of those guys. I will say that I've played other games that have really interesting settings. I think Exalted, for all of its mechanical faults, has a pretty interesting setting.
Yeah, I would say Exalted has a lot of mechanical faults.
Yeah. What games, that might have a unique setting have you played and enjoyed?
Since I stopped choking.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Is it nighttime again? Damn.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Scion. I think Scion has some interesting concepts on taking ancient gods and putting them into modern day, which is really cool.
Sure.
Faerun and Greyhawk are always going to be classics for me. I kind of grew up with them, so it makes complete sense for me. So there's that. What else is there that was kind of wild for me? There's a seared ladder.
Oh yeah, in case you want to climb up the side of your thingy.
I guess I could possibly shove creatures into it or something.
I mean, sure, if you want to be like a murderous sociopath.
So there's that. The Wheel of Time setting was... God damn it, Faye. And Wizen says, Forgotten Realms, written by a child and host to many heroes and anti-heroes. I can agree with that.
Written by a child?
Well, the heroes and anti-heroes part.
Oh.
So there is that. That's just me. There's some aspects of Eberron I like.
Sure.
Like they did some interesting world building, but not really. Like they didn't flesh it out, in my opinion, really great. Wizen, yeah, Ed Greenwood was a kid when he wrote the beginnings of it.
I mean, I guess most of the Realms lore that has been developed started like in his teenage years, but I suppose he had the germ of the idea when he was a kid. I guess you could make the same argument for Middle Earth.
Yeah. We need a Cobalt one for that one. Yeesh. So that quest is going to wait a bit.
Yeah, we're not near Nether yet.
No. Nether Grout. I am Grout? What the
Yeah, so there's an upgraded smeltery called the Foundry that is made with like nether materials. You cannot complete this quest chain today, sir.
Oh no, I didn't expect to, but I was like, holy shit. Why not? Gives the kids some credit. Give me a second. Someone said something. Kagagami High, you're a schoolgirl at an all-girl school renowned for being the place where random things happen. Character generation is random.
Okay.
Okay. Aberrant was kind of cool. That wasn't... that had an interesting background to it, and there's another Firebolt. God damn it. Alright. So, plate helmet. What do I need? Ah, that's Cobalt. So that's all Cobalt. God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. That's the Foundry. Okay. Nether Smelting. Creating a Foundry Controller. ATM Alloys. Oh, we're being raided!
Ooh, resonating ore. Cannot mine this yet. Need diamond pickaxe.
Alright. Basic storage. Oh my god, we need this.
With a sword in one hand and a harp in the other, shouting my greatness from the rooftop,
see.
slaying bitches
Yes,
and slaying
so
witches.
basic
Or is it
storage
laying witches and
is
slaying
pretty
bitches?
neat.
I can't quite remember. I was too busy giving the tavern owner a reason to stay in business.
Alright, so welcome raiders. Yep, get raided, son. Let's go. Grover asks, how are we doing? I'm doing fine. We're talking about some D&D stuff while playing some Minecraft.
Yeah.
And we're having a little bit of a blast on it.
Let me try to think. Other settings, I've never liked the World of Darkness settings for the most part, but you're right that Aberrant is decent, though I will say my preference is for the Pulp era one for Adventure, which is technically the same setting, it's just a different time period. Because I freaking love Adventure. It is just absolutely
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Adventure does a good job, and I have no problems with that. But, like, I would say, if anything, White Wolf's, I feel like its biggest problem is they just seem to love a particular style of story, and they want to force everyone to play that kind of style.
Yeah, it's very bleak. It's, you can't win. I don't like it.
Thank you, Grover, for the hydrate. Making sure I don't, slowly, waste away to nothing.
You could do it, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know I have industrial hemp somewhere. Whatever. And I collect more for string.
I think you have, like, in one of your drawers at the front of the house, don't you?
Was it in front of the house? It might be. Alright. Right, yeah, there it is. Never mind, I'm an idiot.
But yeah, I would say that the Forgotten Realms is my favorite medieval fantasy setting. Planescape is my favorite, like, non-standard D&D, holy shit, what is this even about setting.
Like, how many drugs have I done in order to get this this place?
Well, I mean, just the idea of, like, you have factions that are based on different real-world philosophies, and they essentially just beat each other up in the streets of Sigil for control of the city. And they're all kind of right, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, like, how?
I ran a very short, like, 5th edition Planescape game just as a, catch my breath from doing standard medieval fantasy stuff with Pathfinder. And, oh man, it was just absolutely a hoot to have all the characters with their different philosophies. My friend Jeff, he ran one half of an Etten. So he and another player were essentially playing an Etten cleric, or 2 Etten clerics.
Oh my god.
And the thing that killed me is, do you know the Sign of One faction? Do you remember that one?
No.
That's the one that are solipsists, which in philosophical terms means you think that you're the only real thing in the universe, and everything else in the universe is basically part of what you have imagined or thought up.
Oh,
so
no.
He was one head of an Etten that believed that only his, he was the only real thing. Which is just gold. It is absolute gold. That is a fantastic concept, and I love every minute of it.
That is wild. Oh my god. Alright, I think simple storage, by the way, works differently in this.
Yes, it's a different mod, but it's very similar. I have a full setup in my solo game, so I should be able to help get that up and going.
Oh, okay.
We just don't want to do it until we're kind of ready to more or less permanently situate.
Okay, that's fair. Speaking of which, where do you want to permanently situate?
Well, I figure I can hollow out an underground base. I'll probably have to wait for major construction till I can get a flux bore, but yeah.
Alright, because we have 3 islands. We have the big island.
Sure.
Then we have that little small island next to the entrances, which I feel like we should just turn that into a defense island. And then there's the island in the back, which is the moderately sized island.
Are you envisioning many sieges happening?
No, it's just... Unfortunately, the little bastards, the illagers.
Uh-huh.
If we were to bring villagers here, if any of us ever get bad omen, we could accidentally have an attack here.
Sure.
So that was my concern, why I was building defenses.
Well, we just need to get cows, that way we can drink milk and get rid of the bad omen.
Does milk get rid of bad omen?
It does.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Alright. So we got some sophisticated bases, everything's looking good. It's nighttime again. Alright, so we're gonna figure out simple storage. There's refined storage. Oh dear Christ.
So simple storage, I think, is that the one with the drawers?
Yes.
Okay.
It's under basic storage.
Refined storage is, like, I think the mod that is basically parallel to applied energistic storage.
Bison, head 1, go smash shiny man. Head 2, he not real. Not have to worry. Head 1, you stupid, he real. He fighty. Head 2, no, you not real too. Not real fight, not real. Head 1, we share body, how can me not be real? Head 2, me not know. You want... No, you figure out. Fighter, do you two want a moment?
Yeah, that was just a fantastic character that I enjoyed all the time.
Oh my god.
Alright. I hit the bed.
Productive bees. Because we're going to be involving those later.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I was going to say.
Oh crap! That was a harvest moon. We could have used that.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Let me see.
God.
I've got more iron to process.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what the next thing I should be working on is. First step, honeycomb. If you find yourself in don't break it. Let the bees do their thing and harvest some honeycombs with shears and honey bottles with a glass bottle. We need them. Okay. I guess I'll plant the dandelion down. Fuck it. Okay, so that's bees. Interesting. So if I ever get my hands on honeycomb... Oh, dear Christ, they make everything. Okay. We have a lot of options here.
Yeah.
Alright. Sink. Terracotta. I think I know the next thing I want to build.
Okay.
A nature's compass.
Those are handy.
So I need...
Should be an easy build.
4 saplings, 4 wood, and a compass. Which we have redstone, I believe.
We do a little bit.
I just need 1.
I am mining very deeply trying to find us more.
Yeah. Alright, so now we have a compass. And now I need 4 saplings. This one I had trees.
You have saplings in the storage in front of the house.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go with you. Oh, crap, I didn't want all of you.
But, yeah, so in terms of settings, those are my favorites. I've done multiple games in most of those settings. I tend to write my own settings by preference, but the DC universe I've revisited on a couple occasions, the Forgotten Realms, Planescape. These are just ones that I keep going back to. I will say that I do like the Rifts setting. It's kind of a mechanically terrible game, but the setting itself, very, very fun, very wacky in a way. Just because it's so gonzo over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Every description of every region of Rift's Earth is like, okay, are you telling me about Rift's Earth, or are you describing a metal album cover? So it's a cybernetic demon bear with a barbarian wielding some kind of power axe on its back.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
So yeah, Rifts is just crazy over the top, and I love it for that. Trying to think if there's anything else. I really like the setting of Torg.
Yeah, I could see that one. That one's a good one.
Sort of like Rifts, but a little less gonzo.
God damn it, Fireball. Star Trek is also one I've enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean, Star Trek and Star Wars are good settings. I've enjoyed Star Wars in many eras of play. I've enjoyed multiple Star Trek games. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer game I wasn't super, but the setting is one that I enjoy.
Yeah. How much Inferium did you find, by the way?
Check the chest near my bed. I might have offloaded some in there. I've also got 18 more in my current inventory.
Okay, that's enough. I can at least start planting the Inferium plants.
Yeah, you could definitely start making some seeds.
Yeah. I think I have enough for 1 right now. Yeah.
Yes, but I will have enough for 2 more coming once I come back up from this trip.
Alright, cool beans. Let me find a place to plant this shit. I guess I could do it here right next to the wheat and the potatoes. Alright, so there's that.
I am mainly digging around looking for iron and redstone, which are our two really critical resources for ramping up, but
yeah,
so far no redstone, but I have found at least a decent bit more iron, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm just quickly harvesting all the plants, and I'm gonna see if I can't shove a lot of this into the bin, the worm bin. Alright.
Make compost.
Yep, that's the idea.
Yeah, I'm digging around about Y level 19. Which is not deep enough for redstone, really, but I think it's adequate for iron.
Alright, sage? Nope, sage doesn't go in there. Nope. Can wheat? Nope, wheat can't get in there either. Goddamn. Alright, let me, put some things in my inventory. In the chest. Or not in the chest, in my backpack. I know pumpkins can't go in there. I've tried that. But I know...
Ravenloft is another setting that I enjoy.
Oh yeah, Ravenloft, definitely. Jesus.
I've run Ravenloft like twice, basically, and enjoyed it both times.
I would say if you ever want to have a vampire kick, Ravenloft is a much better choice than World of Darkness. Because at least with Ravenloft, you still get that Dracula, like, vampire feel without having to stab your friends in the back. Because that happens all the time in WoD.
True, but if you're a vampire in Ravenloft, pretty soon you're going to succumb to the dark powers.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Let me check the quest book and see... Well, you've been busy.
Yeah, just a little.
What do I need for my second level? Yeah, that'll do.
Alright, so... There are some things that can go in there, a lot of things that can't. Oh, excuse me. Probably choke on my lungs here. Alright. And
holy crap.
What?
Sorry, I just read the biome. Apparently this is a dripstone cave biome, which is actually one of the places where you can find all the modium ore. So that could be useful later. A lot of the late game content is gated behind finding ATM ore.
Well, that works out for us, I guess. Okay. Holy crap. We have 3 buckets of lava. What the hell?
Yeah, the 2 that I got from quest rewards, I threw in there as well.
Oh my god. Alright, spinach, rice, peanuts. Let's grab the crops out of here, because those will be important to put into the food area. Alright, that leaves this. That's not food, that's more magic than anything. And you go here. Okay. Sugarcane. Pick that up. That goes over here. Problem solved there. And around here somewhere, I have worms and compost. That's not it, but there's wheat here. Alright, that's wheat. Where are the worms and compost? I know I put them somewhere. I hate my life when I literally try to look out. I know I did it somewhere. There it is. Alright. dog is losing his mind.
Yeah, he's probably needing a walk soon.
Yeah. I know Angelica's back there somewhere. What the... Oh, shit!
You okay?
Yeah, I just got hit by a pillager.
No.
Click here to increase your Oh! Okay, cool. Change the key. More experience, that could be cool. Proof stealth. Magic scrolls. I guess I'll go with experience. More experience is better. Okay. So we had a little dude do that. And I just got the blessing book. Not sure what that enchantment is, but it's an enchantment.
The description said chance to receive a short buff when hit.
Okay. Neat. Alright. Go in there now.
Alright, what do I want to do next? I want to build an improved repair kit.
Yep. I'm trying to think what else we could do. I just saw a bee. Where is he? He's up there. I want to see what he does. Green carpenter bee. Hey, buddy. What do you do? Oh, he's hanging around the flower. Okay.
He do be doing what bees do.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so collect that. Oh, another two more Inferium seeds.
Cool. I've got 18 more in the box here.
Okay.
Inferium.
Alright, let me put those 2 seeds down. And then let me grab that. And I'll grab what I have in here. It's 25. And I should have... No, I have seeds somewhere. There it is. Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Sturdy repair kit is out of my range right now.
Alright, so 3 more Inferium. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we'll have plenty of Inferium coming, and that'll be helpful.
Nice.
Alright. Let me go into creative real quick. So that way I'm not going to get hit when I exit out. Alright, so that's the wheel for today. We're going to put the wheel away. As soon as I find my dang Windows, there it is. Hi, you. Let's see who we're going to go say hi to today. Now, I do want to make sure everybody understands. Tomorrow is Wildcard Wednesday, where you guys get to decide for 5,000 channel critical roles, which is the channel points, what game I play. The next game for tomorrow is Dragon Age Origins. We're working on Awakening. I hope to eventually finish it. At least that's my hope. So there's that. Let me see who's playing what. Alright, Mr. Mayhem. Wait, I just saw Straw Hat. What was Straw Hat doing? Dead by Daylight. Okay. That guy's playing Warzone. I don't really care about Warzone. What are you playing? Fortnite.
Well, I'm playing Minecraft.
Bogsy. Let's see what Bogsy's doing. Also, a first-person shooter. Squidgy just fireballed the tavern. God damn it. Oh.
We almost got through a stream without one.
I know! Almost one full stream without that damn face hugger. Please tell me this person's still playing. That would be amazing. Yes, they are. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to go with Mickett W. No, wait, never mind. She's playing Dead by Daylight. I thought she was playing Stardew, because that's what she labeled as.
Oops.
Damn it.
Continue the search.
Continue the search. Wait, are you still streaming? Please be still streaming. Yeah, they're doing art. Okay, so we're going to go with Little Laventy because they showed up on the stream yesterday. They kind of joined us, so I kind of want to be able to raid them back. That would be kind of cool. So let me do that. I will say that if you are one of my followers, please use the following raid message. Oh, damn it. If you are one of my subscribers, please use the following raid message. Don't worry. Here in the next week or so, I plan on rewriting these slightly to be more tavern-oriented. So there's that. Let me... Sure she's not quitting.
Okay, that's why I recognize that name. Hi, Torvi.
Yep, no, she's still going. All right, awesome. So with that being said, make sure you're taking care of yourselves mentally and physically, because that's always important. It is always time for tea in my burnt-out husk of a tavern. You goddamn pyros. And join me for tomorrow for Wildcard Wednesday, where I'll be playing Dragon Age. If you want to have a different game, you can do !game list, I believe. Nope, it's not that. Let me look. Commands. Owned games. Owned games. And there's the link for my spreadsheet. Thank you for the stream, my guy. Oh, yeah, no problem. Just stick around. We're going to raid Laventy. We're going to have a blast. Help her out and all that jazz. But yeah, if you check out the games list I own, you could pay 5,000 channel points and pick whatever game I decide to play next Wednesday. So it'll be a blast. With that being said, I shall catch you all tomorrow. Toodles.
Toodles.